Welcome to the Open Job Pink Couch. And Justin, welcome to you because it's been a while that we've had you here. You've been a busy man. And in particular, let's talk about your new role.
Yes, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. So, for the past 7 years, I was in charge of Canada and the international markets. And as of last January, so it's been a full year now, I can't believe it's been a full year, taken over Canada and the northern United States. And basically the reason for that was we needed more sales leadership in the field because of the growing demand of travel agents. And I was happy to take over a new team of BDMs, and as well as my existing team. And we've made some really great strides in the last 12 months or so.
Growing demand from travel agents. So let's talk about that. What does that mean?
Well, there's been a significant investment in the tools that we provide travel agents, from GoCCL to our Carnival Passport program. And most recently, our GoCCL platform was redesigned, and it's an ongoing thing that takes place whereby we make it easier to do business with us. And I think that some of the initiatives that we've taken have really gotten us back on track. And quite honestly, as I mentioned to you earlier, it is the fastest growing channel within Carnival, bar none.
The trade.
The trade.
Wow.
Travel agent support is unbelievable at the moment, and it's just been incredible.
And now, so from your perspective, you get to see both markets. So are you seeing that equally in Canada as in the northern U.S.?
Yeah, we are. Canada is obviously the largest market outside of the United States in terms of support from both consumers and agents. And what we're seeing is last year we saw double-digit growth on the trade side.
Wow.
The great thing about that is this year we're not quite there just yet, but we are ahead of where we were this time last year, having a real gangbuster Q1. So we're very, very pleased with how things are going.
Wow, that's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So now let's talk about some of the new things that are happening with Carnival, because you have a lot on the go.
Yeah, we do, and we've only got a couple minutes to talk about it.
Yeah.
So I'll try to highlight what I think is probably some of the most important aspects of what we've got to tell our travel agency partners. So we have 4 new ships coming in the next 5 years.
Wow.
So we have the Carnival Horizon, which is the sister to the Vista, so it's a Vista class. She's coming in May of 2000, no, I was going to say 2018, this is 2018. May of this year to New York, where she'll spend the entire season in New York doing a series of 4-day and 8-day itineraries to Bermuda and the Southern Caribbean. Then what we're doing is we're bringing out the Panorama, and the Panorama is the 3rd Vista class ship. She will be positioned on the West Coast. It'll be the first new big ship in many years to be out of Long Beach doing the Mexican Riviera.
Okay.
And then what's really cool is we have 2 other new ships coming. They're called XL class ships, and they are very environmentally friendly. They're propelled by liquid natural gas. They'll be the first 2 ships in North America to have that capability.
Wow.
And we're just working on the infrastructure as we speak. And those are 180,000 tons.
Jeez.
So the biggest that we will have in the Carnival fleet to date.
Wow. Port in Miami has been renovated.
Yeah.
Let's hear about that.
Yeah, I mean, the Port of Miami was renovated a little while ago. Much speedier service in terms of the check-in process,
So
the
important,
kiosks.
right?
Yeah, because you want to start off your vacation right.
Exactly.
And you want to make sure that embark experience is really a good experience, so people get on the ship happy and ready to start their vacation. Long Beach, just to go back to what I was mentioning about Panorama, there was a multi-million-dollar renovation to the Long Beach terminal, and that is getting ready, of course, for the arrival of the Panorama. And that was much needed, where they've really taken that space, they've enlarged it, much larger waiting area, and then a much more streamlined process as far as the check-in is concerned.
So for the agents on the West Coast, that should be an interesting product to sell.
Very much so.
Justin, for agents who perhaps haven't sold Carnival in a few years, what is it that we want them to understand about the product and the positioning of the Carnival brand?
It's a good question. So the product has never been better. We still are the world's largest cruise line. The thing that I think that is most important about Carnival is our strategy to drive most of the business from North America. So we have 24 of our 25 ships operating from 18 North American home ports year-round. So well over 90% of our business comes from the US and Canada. So that's real important because that means there's a greater opportunity for agents to sell Carnival. Once again, we've beefed up our Great Vacation Guarantee because really our competition is not other cruise lines, it's the land-based destinations. So we have the only money-back offer in the business. And that's what agents should be using to kind of sway people who are sitting on the fence to take advantage of a Carnival cruise vacation.
Before I let you go, I really want to touch base on the support that Carnival provided, well, the entire Carnival Corp really, to the hurricane victims. Let's talk about that.
Yeah, those ports obviously are vital to our success, and of course, a humanitarian effort on behalf of the entire cruise industry was definitely needed. And of course, the Mickey and Madeline Arison Family Foundation really stepped up and made a considerable donation. First, it was Harvey in Houston. I believe that was about $2.5 million. And then about another $12.5 million in total from Carnival Corp towards the hurricane relief in all of the islands that were greatly affected. And that included 12 ships within the Carnival Corp brands taking things like diapers and water and food on an ongoing basis for several weeks after the storms had subsided, just to make sure that those people had what they need to get back to their daily routines and get back to their lives.
It's amazing how the cruise industry stepped up. It's really, really heartwarming to see how companies who, I know it's where you sail, so it's important. Those are your markets, but of course, I think above and beyond. And on that note, Fascination now going back to San Juan after the refurb.
Yes,
we should mention that.
Sunday was the very first sailing after about a 4 or 5 month long charter to the FEMA organization that was basically accommodating rescue workers. So she underwent a multi-million-dollar renovation. She's now back, looks fantastic, and she's doing a 7-day itinerary from San Juan, St. Thomas, St. Martin, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, and Barbados, 1 day at sea. And most importantly, I think the message is the Caribbean is open for business.
Right.
And San Juan, particularly in the tourist areas that people will experience before they get on the ship, is back to normal, and if not better than it was before.
Isn't that interesting?
So it's a good news story.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's still a fun ship.
It is.
It's still a fun experience on Carnival.
It is. We have in closing, I'll say that we have a new CFO. That's a Chief Fun Officer, and that's Shaquille O'Neal. And our whole new brand campaign is surrounded by the idea of choose fun. And we believe that people make a conscious decision to have fun on vacation. We're not going to apologize for it. We are the fun ships. And that's what people are going to get when they come on board one of our 25, soon to be 29 vessels.
Unbelievable. Thanks for coming in, Justin.
Thank you very much.